Thanks for joining me for this edition of the Church Security Answer Man. I am so glad that you're here for this session, and I'm excited about this session. I have been getting lots of comments from you folks, and I am so glad to be reading those and sending notes back to you. And this topic today kind of came out of some of those texts and conversations that I've been having with you. So I want to talk about 3 reasons why it's so important to protect the parking lot. 3 reasons we should be out patrolling it, protecting it, and I want to get right into it. So first of all, the first reason is, for lack of a better way to put it, that's where the problems are coming from. They're coming through the parking lot. So when we talk about, people coming in that are a problem or going to cause issues, they're coming from the parking lot. They're parking in the parking lot. They're walking through the parking lot. I've even seen one of the guys that I can specifically say ended up being a concern at my church, and we ended up not letting him come into service. He was out in the far corner of the parking lot smoking, hanging out, both before he came in and then after he watched the service on TV. We let him watch at a side room. We didn't let him go in the main auditorium because there was some concerns for his mental health and what he had in his backpack and that kind of stuff. But then after he left, he went back out in the parking lot and was doing some more smoking out in the parking lot. So hanging out in the parking lot, people are coming through the parking lot. So it's a great reason to be patrolling or be protecting the parking lot. And one of the biggest reasons is because that's where those folks are going to come from. Second, your church people, your members, your attendees, your visitors, your guests, they're all coming through the parking lot. So it's another great reason to protect the parking lot. And, your families can be very sensitive. Single females can be very sensitive. People by themselves can be very sensitive as they're coming through the parking lot. So especially if there's something kind of weird or suspicious out there. And I know it makes some of these groups, single females, families, moms with some small kids, it makes them feel good when they're walking through the parking lot and they see you and they get to talk to you. And by the way, a little side note, you can also greet people who are thinking about coming to church, or people who have questions about the church, or you're the first person that a nervous new visitor is going to see and run into. So it's a great opportunity not only to protect the parking lot, but to be a person who can be a warm greeter and help people come into church. And maybe they're a little bit nervous about it. So it's a great benefit as well. Third, and actually before we get into that, I want to mention, how do we handle this? Because I'm talking about protecting the parking lot. And some of you are probably saying, I only have 2 people. We've got a very small group. We've got so many things to do. And I definitely understand that. We're in that position as well. So sometimes we have 3 or 4 people, and other times we have 1 or 2. And so when I'm talking about protecting the parking lot, patrolling the parking lot, sometimes I know that's going to be run out to the parking lot or walk out to the parking lot, but go quickly, 5-minute sweep, or stand out there for 5 minutes, then you come back in and you're going to help with offering, or you're going to close the auditorium doors, or, there's different assignments. And so in between those, going out there though, so maybe before service, we go out there for 5 minutes. We're seen as people are coming into the church, and then maybe we have to be back in for an assignment like closing the doors, the auditorium doors, after people get in there and the service starts. So we come back in, and it complements that well, because I can be assigned a post out there in the parking lot, and as people are coming in, and then I'm going to kind of follow the last or the smaller bunches as they're coming in. As service starts, I'm going to follow them in and go in and close the doors, and then I can come back out because I've got 10 minutes until we take the offering. So I can come back out and look around the parking lot and walk around, be seen. Don't hide, walk around the edge of the parking lot and be seen. And so working that out, whatever we need to do in between the other things, if you don't have enough people to have somebody out there a whole bunch, then just be able to go out there at certain times. And then, of course, when church is over, there's probably not a lot of other functions going on. So now I can walk out to the parking lot. And if you're just one person, we've talked about it before, and you can stay somewhere, maybe get out in a little bit in the parking lot, but where you can still see the front door, the main entrance or the entrance that people are using. So you can still maintain some security on that front door, but you're also out in the parking lot. So great opportunities to just be moving in and out and to take care of that that parking lot area as people are coming in. The third reason to protect and patrol the parking lot is because if we look at statistics through compiled police reports across our nation, and we can do that through the Bureau of Justice Statistics, and it takes some work to put these things together, but they now, over the last few years, associate crime and problems to churches, to church parking lots in those police reports. So you can get those. It's a bit delayed. Usually the Bureau of Justice Statistics is a year and a half behind in compiling this stuff. But if you look at their statistics, you'll see that over half of the problems related to churches are actually occurring outside the church in the parking lot and around the perimeters. So, so we've got to be sending people out there because of those statistics. I mean, it's upwards. It's a little over 60% the last time I looked at that, and it's pretty constant year to year. Over 60% of the problems are actually occurring outside in the parking lots, in the walkways up to the church. And interestingly enough, they're occurring before and after services. So, and in fact, the way it designates it is they're on the outside of actual event times or your church services. So before and after. Now, some of those are occurring way before, way after, at 2 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning. So those are times we're not worried about, but we do want to hedge our liability a little bit and look at when people are leaving and when people are showing up. And don't forget, it makes people feel more comfortable to see you in the parking lot. It's also warm and it's inviting to see you out there being friendly with people and waving to people and that kind of stuff. So lots of benefits to patrolling that or protecting that parking lot. So so at least try to get them 5 minutes out there before, 5 minutes after, 5 minutes here and there, just quick looks through the quick patrol, quick looking through the parking lot so that you're getting some time out there. And if somebody's watching you, if somebody's smoking out in the parking lot, kind of contemplating doing something or interfering with your service or whatever, they're now seeing what could be potential interference to their plan. Whatever their plan is, they're seeing you walking around and actively protecting or patrolling the parking lot. And that can be a great deterrent so that they can see you're not that soft, easy target that some churches are. Short and sweet today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending time here. Please leave me some comments down in the comments section here on YouTube. And don't forget, our hub of information is located at churchsecurityanswerman.com. Go over there, churchsecurityanswerman.com. Go over there. There's free stuff. There's videos. There's free forms, report forms, training forms, all kinds of stuff over there. And, of course, paid training as well if you want to do some of that so that you can get things going, get some credentials if you want, or get some direction. We're all about that kind of stuff. And if you want more experience or if you want more information, and gain some experience too, but if you want some more information about the exterior or looking at a little more in depth in this, check out this video talking about the zones of protection. And so it goes a little bit more into detail and adds some other components to this parking lot concept that we're talking about. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.